Hello students, welcome to this online session. Today we are going to learn about the lab practicals for Slurring Part 2. If you look at the syllabus, the first practical is regarding the finding out the constants of a tachymeter. So let us start with this. Experiment number 1. To find out tachymetric constants. So in Slurring Part 2 subject, the first experiment is to find out the tachymetric constant. What is exactly tachymetric constant? Second year we have learned that the formula to calculate the horizontal distance and is equal to F upon I multiplied by S plus F plus D. Tachymeter is an instrument used to find out the horizontal and vertical distances without using the tape or chain. So here we have eliminated tape and chain, and by using this tachymeter we are going to find out the elevation as well as the horizontal distances. Okay, but before moving forward with this particular session, first of all we would like to find out what is F upon I. F upon I is multiplying constant. And F plus D is additive constant. Now, before moving with this tachymetric labs, first of all we would like to find out first of all what is F upon I, multiplying constant, and F plus D, the additive constant. Okay, so today we will learn how to find out the constants of a tachymeter. Very simple lab practical is there, which we are going to perform right now. I will just explain you the brief details about the experiment. Okay, so we will keep the tachymeter at say station O, at distance say D1 from the instrument station, at distance D1 from the instrument station. We will keep the first staff. Let us say that staff is having station as A. Again behind A I will select a station say B, and again behind C we will select a station C. So here I have selected three stations A, B and C in such a way that from instrument station O all the three staffs are quite visible. The distances from instrument station O to the respective staff station is D2, and for C it is D3. Okay, now after the temporary adjustment, say this dotted line will show you this line of collimation is let's say horizontal, but in this case as is the tachymeter we have to understand the readings to be taken. The diaphragm consists of one vertical line and one longer horizontal line. Above this horizontal line we have one small, and below it again we are having one smaller line. So the above line is called as say top crosshair, and bottom is say the bottom crosshair. Okay, so for the tachymeter we are considering the top and bottom crosshair. Okay, now if I draw, suppose this is my bottom crosshair reading for the staff A, say this is my top crosshair reading for the staff A. So if I join all the top hair readings and all the bottom hair readings, so I will get a figure like this. Okay, so if it is staff A, suppose small a1 will become my top crosshair reading, small a2 will become my bottom crosshair reading. On the same line, B1 and B2, C1 and C2. Likewise, we have to observe total 6 cross hair readings. these 6 crosshair readings will concern with the top as well as bottom crosshair reading. We need not to go for what is the middle hair. Okay, students. So this is all about the field work that we have to do. One, find out, keep the instrument on station O. Select 3 staff stations A, B and C. From O, by using chain or a tail, find out the distance to respective staff readings. It will be D1, D2 and D3. And then you have kept the instrument on station O, tachymeter, and by using the top and bottom crosshair reading, we have to note down A1, A2 as it is staff A. For B it is B1 and B2, and for C it is C1 and C2. Okay, so we'll go on the field and we'll actually find out what is all the 6 crosshair readings. Okay. Students, as we have discussed regarding the tachymeter, so you can see this is the instrument which is called as a tachymeter. The instrument fitted with an analytical lens is called as a tachymeter. Okay, now by using the same instrument we are going to find out the tachymeter constant. So for which what I have done, I have just marked the central line of this particular instrument onto the ground. Let us say this station is O, and from this station O I will be measuring the D1, D2 and D3 to keep the instrument on this station, say A, B and C. So let us see where it is 10 meters. So you can see here, students, this is 10 meter. So we will say is A. First point is A. Okay. Next I will mark 20 meter on the same line. Let us say where we will get the 20 meter. And here it is 20. So I have to mark the second point, which is called as capital B. Okay, so last one is 30 meter. So let us see, we will mark the 30 meter again, and this is your third point C. So here it is your point C. Now we will be keeping the instrument staff on point A, B and C, and we will finding out the stadia constants by using the observation. So we have seen, I have taken the distance 10 meter, 20 meter and 50 meter, and on this particular instrument I have done the leveling. What is leveling? The regular way you have to do the bring the bubble at the center by using this 3-foot screw. So you can see this is at the bubble is at the center. Now I will be going to find out the S1, which is nothing but the distance A1 and A2. So this is by reading at the top crosshair is 1.45. So I can see here top hair reading is 1.45 and bottom crosshair reading is 1.35. So I will note it down. We have just took the observation table onto the field. Today we will understand how to calculate the tachymetric constants by using those readings. So let us first of all write down the observations. So in the observation table First column is instrument station. Second column is start station. Third column is the distance between point A, point B and point C. After distance, there will be a start reading. Again in start reading, the top here and the bottom. Top and last will be the start intercept. So these are the columns. So I have taken the reading. So I have noted down. So I will write the first is instrumentation is O. Start stations are A, start stations B and C. The distances I have taken by using the measuring instrument is 10 meter A distance, B is at 20 meter and C is at 30 meter. Now top hair reading and bottom hair reading for respective starts. For A it is 1.45, 1.450 and 1.350. For start B it is 1.180 and 0.980, and for this point C it is 0.76 and it is 0.26. Next column is to find out the start intercept. So start intercept can be found out by start intercept is nothing but the difference between top hair reading and bottom hair reading. Okay, so in the first column it is 1.45 minus 1.35, so it is 0.10. For the point B it is 1.180, 0.980, so it is 0.20 and 0.76 and 0.46, so start intercept is 0. So this is all the observation table. After observation table, we will require to calculate the K and S by using the equation. Okay, so this is my observation table. We'll go towards the calculation part, in which we will have the observation table. We will use the values from the observation table. Now, the formula will be D will be equal to F upon I multiplied by S plus F plus D. Okay, this is our standard formula. Here in this case, the F upon I multiplying constant and F plus D additive constant is unknown to us. What we are doing is we are knowing distance. Let us say first distance is D1. Say at the place of F upon I will take K. Say first case S1 plus C. So first distance for diameter K is again a constant which is unknown to us, and S1 we have just calculated from the observation table, it is 0.1 plus C. So let us say this is my first equation. Okay, students. Second equation for the case number 2, K S2 plus C. So we have taken the distance, second distance as 20 meter will be equal to K multiplied by S2. We have calculated from the observation table, it is 0.2 plus C. Let us say this is my third equation, the second equation, and third equation is D3 will be equal to K S2 S3 plus C. So it is 30 meter D3, K is unknown to us, S3 was 0.3, and now if you look at towards the three equations, by using the simultaneous equation, we can find out the unknown K and C. Okay. So let us see how we can do it. We will consider equation number 1 and equation number 2. Consider equation 1 and 2. So first equation is 10 0.1 K plus C. This is my first equation. And second equation is 20 0.2 K plus C. So we will try to solve it by using the simultaneous equation. Let us see how we can solve it. I will just change the sign conventions. So minus 10 plus 20, you will get 10. Plus for 0.2 minus 0.1, you will get 0.1 K. So by using the modification, you can find out K will be equal to. Now substituting the value of K in any of the equation to find out the value of C. So let us use the first equation. It is 10 K 0.1 multiplied by K, the value of K is 100 plus C. Okay, so 10 multiplied by K is 10 plus C. So as you can see, 10 minus 10 you will get C. So C will be equal to. Okay, so I have taken the first and second equation. On the same pattern, we may take second and third equation, first and third equation. We have to calculate, we will get three values of K, three values of C. Okay, now we have to take mean of K from the three values and same for the C. So I hope that this is the first experiment based on the tachymeter how to find out the constant by using the field experiment. So second year, I hope you have understood this particular concept of finding out tachymetric constant. Okay, what I have done, I have just taken the three stations A, B and C. I have measured the distances 10, 20 and 30 and top and bottom here reading on the respective staffs I have taken. Then I have found out the staff intercept S1, S2 and S3. In a formula, standard formula of tachymeter, I have just substituted the values and by using the simultaneous equation, I have found the constant, first constant as K and second constant as C. Okay, thank you students for attending this online session of video. This is my first video for the lab practicals. I will be sharing you the second and third lab practicals once we will complete this model. Thank you.